Huh.
Yeah, and then the Nintendo 64 Classic. Did you guys get a chance to look at that Nintendo UK page?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Yeah, I just found it really interesting that out of the blue, Nintendo uploads 19 Nintendo 64 manuals. Huh, I wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And like really sort of flagship games too for the system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they're all straight Nintendo games. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys, or for anyone watching that hasn't gone through that Nintendo UK list, I'm not saying that they're actually the games on the Nintendo 64 Classic, but it kind of seems like it will be. I'll throw these out here, and you guys give me a quick blurb on each one. 1080 snowboarding.
I loved it.
Never played it.
I say snowboarding too sometimes.
That's when you fall asleep when you're going out there.
Snowboard tonight. Yeah.
Bomberman 64.
Never played it.
Classic.
Really?
Yeah? You didn't like it?
No, it's a bad game. I'm
No,
going out
oh
right
my
now.
gosh.
Jason likes Bomberman.
I like Bomberman
I do
too.
like Bomberman.
Not this Bomberman.
Oh, really?
I think that for me it's classic because I played it when I was growing up, so I think I have special connections to it. But I agree with you. There are much better Bomberman games, including even on the 64. There's better Bomberman games.
So yeah, my brother and I have been debating this. He is pro Bomberman 64. I think he has a heavy case of nostalgia on that one. I think it is a bad Bomberman game, and the thing they messed up in particular is that it has realistic spherical explosions, which completely changes the way that game is played. No, it's got to be the
line.
Yeah, it needs to be the line.
Huh.
Yeah, for sure. I would have preferred like Bomberman Hero because it's more of a story. That one's a bit more fun in my opinion.
Yeah, I would prefer that over Bomberman 64. Mm-hmm. How about Donkey Kong 64?
I never played that either on the 64.
I don't think I did either.
I thought it was a little too collecty. At that point, I had played like every other Rare game, and I'm like, oh god, not again. But it was still good. Yeah.
I don't have fond memories of Donkey Kong 64, but it's been a long time, so maybe I will warm up to it second time around. How about Excite Bike 64?
I know you're pumped for that one, Jack.
Oh yes.
I only rented it and that was it.
Wait, why do you like Excite Bike?
So I don't know if this is a controversial opinion here, but I think the original Excite Bike is trash. That is a really bad game.
Music is so iconic.
It is.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I mean, it is that opening theme is very iconic, but I don't think the game's very fun. Excite Bike 64 though is a really good motocross racing game, and it also had this cool freestyle mode where it was almost Tony Hawk-esque with motorbikes, and you were doing tricks and stuff. And it had the 4-player split screen, great racing game that I think nobody played. So I really hope it's on there.
I remember you could climb a mountain. That's what I remember.
Oh,
that was a mode.
Yep, that was one. And Player 2 Start says Excite Bike 64 has the soccer mode that's basically proto Rocket League.
Ooh.
The beginning.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
There it is. Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. I've not played that one.
Never played it.
I played it. I beat it. I actually still have it. I think it was good. It was okay. It's a Kirby game, so it's quite easy. But it was cool because it brought back the ability to combine 2 powers, so you could get like the ice power and the bomb power and make like ice bombs.
Nice.
That was kind of smart. And then they've kind of brought that back in the 3DS ones. But overall, I think it has kind of a cult following. It's not the greatest game.
Extra Life TO throws out there Diddy Kong Racing and Wave Race.
I think one of those games is on.
One of those games is on there. It's Wave Race.
I'm gonna. If you spoil it, I was gonna say it's. Okay. I'm gonna say it's the better one. Dude, I absolutely love Wave Race. Like that game is so solid, and it's almost a launch game. I don't even know. It was close to launch.
Yep.
Like that game is just almost perfect racing. It's so good. Diddy Kong is good.
I mean, Diddy Kong Racing is a good game. It is way ahead of its time in terms of what it was doing within a kart racing game, having the hub world, and it had boss fights and the multiple characters.
Yeah.
I thought it was too hard.
It was tough.
It was too hard.
Yeah.
Diddy Kong Racing currently not on this list. I don't know if it's going to be, but it really should be.
Yeah.
F-Zero X.
Great game.
Oh, fantastic.
Good game.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these.
How about Mario Golf?
Yeah. Wait. Is that the mini golf one?
Yeah, I
Or is that a
honestly can't
different
remember
one?
which one that was.
It has
you can mini golf in
it.
it.
Yeah, it has both.
No, the one isn't there one that's mostly I don't know.
It's still good. I like it. It was fun.
Here. That's one of my favorites. I'm lost on this list. Mario Kart 64.
Obviously.
Yeah, I guess we can include Mario Kart. No, Mario Kart 64 is fantastic.
See, but like Mario Kart 64 being on there is great. Like, don't get me wrong, but it makes me wonder if it's going to ship with 4 controllers or is it going to ship with 2 and you have to buy 2 more? Because I mean,
probably.
I don't know.
I don't
like
think
I'd want.
Why don't you buy more?
Yeah, that sounds like a marketing play.
There's no way it comes with 4.
No.
I feel like it would be too expensive if it came with 2 though. But then having to buy 3 controllers.
With 2.
Yeah, it did. I don't know.
I don't know. See, it's gonna come with 4 controllers, but each controller is only gonna have a 1-foot cable, so they're gonna kind of screw us out in some way.
See, this is the problem though. If they release it with 4 controllers and they're all like gray, then people would revolt. Everyone wants their own color controller.
Yeah, I need my see-through clear purple one.
Yeah. I still have my original.
I want the Pokemon one.
I'm pretty sure I still have my original blue Nintendo 64 controller with the analog stick completely lopsided.
Yeah, where it's all.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my red one right now. So.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did they pick the right Mario Party with Mario Party 2?
2? It's 2?
Yes.
2.
Yes.
That's the one Laura's played.
There we go.
That's the one
definitively from Laura.
We
Laura's mic's cutting out.
the mini game memorized it. Oh, did I cut out?
Yeah, you're cutting out.
Yeah, say it again.
I said we played Platform Peril, the mini game, until we had memorized it.
Oh wow!
it was a lot of practice.
Yeah,
I like that game.
Is my favorite Mario Party as well.
Yeah, it's good.
I
mean, yeah, you're right.
Oh man, Extra Life TO says actually made a custom Extra Life Nintendo 64 controller for my girlfriend's birthday.
Wow,
there you go. Cool.
So you took it all apart and spray painted the different parts? That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What color is it?
Let us know.
Yeah. I'm guessing the Extra Life colors. Like
what is that?
Is it the banner on the top left with the white and the blue and the green? That would look pretty dope.
Oops.
Couple more games here. Oh, hold on. Yes, I've become an expert in modding and repairing them now. Awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Right on.
Nice.
I would love to get into Switch Joy-Con mods because I want mine to look cool. But
man, I watched a video on that. It's way too involved.
Oh, okay.
Really?
There's like 100 screws in the Joy-Con controller.
Huh.
And they're holding boards in, and you got to unplug ribbon cables. And it's not just take the shell off, put a new shell on.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be.
No, it's way more intense than that.
Ah,
wow. Huh.
Well, sorry to burst your bubble.
No worries. A couple more games here. Mario Tennis.
I mean, it's the game that made me play tennis. So yes.
Oh wow, that actually changed your life. Yeah, Mario Tennis.
Did I not tell you that story?
No. Yeah. Okay, tell us that story.
Oh, really? Yeah, it did. Me and my really good friend in elementary school, and this came out, and I think we were in 6th or 7th grade, played it all the time, and like we pretty much became masters of the game. And then one day we were just like, why don't we play like real tennis? And so we got 2 of my dad's old like wooden rackets and went to our middle school and hit a couple balls around, and then like we just kept doing that for literally years. And then at the end of high school, we're like playing varsity tennis, and we're like, this all started from that stupid video game. So
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's true. That's a true story.
Wow. Where you're like, at what point do I get the power-up shot?
Yeah. Do I hold A and B now?
Yeah.
Exactly. Can I swim across the field? Yeah.
I just button mashed. What are you talking about? What?
There's skill.
So, Jason, which Mario Tennis character best reflects your real-life playstyle?
God, can you remember them?
Yes.
Of course he does.
Oh.
I mean, I would probably say... Oh, man. No, I don't remember him well enough. I guess I would probably say, like, Luigi. Mainly because I thought he focused on slice, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I wouldn't be all around because I'm not that super solid with my backhand, and I'm not a server, so I'm not like a Bowser or like a Wario, and I'm not a tricky shot player. Like I can't do that much spin, so I know I'm not like Boo. So I think it would probably be like Luigi.
Man, if you could shoot like Boo in real life, though, tennis would be so much cooler.
Yeah, the balls just. Yeah.
I'm also not going to lie. That's the most in-depth analysis I've ever heard on Mirror Tennis.
Yeah. I really had to think about it. I was like, oh, geez.
That's great. I mean, that could have been on ESPN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you see, boost trajectory is
Yeah.
How about Paper Mario?
Oh, so good.
I liked it.
I have not played it, but it is on my list now that I have a Nintendo 64 to play. I was a stubborn teenager that said, this does not say Super Mario RPG 2 on it. I will refuse to play it. So
that's the reason why I bought it. That's what I wanted it to be. So yeah, it's still good. I mean, it's its
really
own
good.
thing.
I'm not saying it's not good. I was just a stubborn teenager that wanted Super Mario RPG 2, and I'm still holding my breath for it. But that's okay. I'll try Paper Mario because like an entire subset of Mario games spun off from that, and I've missed all of it. So
and then the entire another one spun off of that, and then they met at one point, and then they kept going again.
Yeah.
Well, could you imagine if at the end they reveal Super Mario RPG 2 for this new Nintendo 64 classic?
That would be
like the selling point of it or something. Oh, by the way, we're also releasing.
There's also this new game.
Yeah,
with Gino.
Have fun finding it.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Pokemon Snap.
I liked Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, I did too.
I love it. Jet, you don't like it?
Yeah,
it's
Jet.
Pokemon.
Yeah, you Pokemon
and Professor Oak, when he's like, oh yes, that's it. Oh,
we still say that on like a daily.
We do. Oh.
I think that game benefits from some of the rosiest colored glasses in video game culture.
Come on, it's not that bad.
I'm not saying it's like I've played it recently. I've streamed it, and I played it back in the day. I just think it rides very high on the novelty of taking pictures of Pokemon and the fact, it's pretty much that. But like the actual game of it, I don't think is that good.
Yeah, I just like the fact that you could throw things and reveal things, and basically spend the whole time playing it just sort of discovering
figure out
all the new things in the level, right? Like, I see, like Zubats over there, and I got to throw a ball, and then it lands in a hole, and then like, another one comes out. You're like, oh my god, I didn't know that happened. Then you take a picture, and you're like, oh, I've got to try this next time, or the whole game is just kind of this journey of discovery.
Yeah, or like how to get the legendary birds to show up, right? That was a whole thing you had to figure out. I remember throwing apples so Pikachu would follow it until he got to a certain spot. Yeah. Or hitting Electabuzz with apples till he got mad. Wasn't that thing?
Something like that, yeah.
You had to like knock out a Meowth before it attacked something. I remember with those balls that exploded. Yeah.
Yeah, and then getting a good photo is just like, I got that Articuno.
Yeah. I think the real question though is there going to still be connectivity to Blockbuster? Can we go in and print out our stickers?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't
know. The one Blockbuster still in existence. You have to mail it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're about to get a lot of sales. I actually did print out photos at Blockbuster. I remember I did it at least twice.
Wow.
Those stickers are somewhere back in Indiana. I gotta find them.
All right, a couple more. Sorry, I just took a quick second to look at the Raptors score. Raptors winning, by the way.
Nice.
Sin and Punishment.
That's how checked out he was of Pokemon Snap. He's like, I'm not even gonna bother.
No, I am not the biggest fan of that game, but I understand that I'm on a very small island on Pokemon Snap is not great, but that's all right. It's not the first time I have cut myself off from the rest of society on particular gaming opinions, and it won't be the last.
I mean, I guess I could see you were literally railroaded to where you're going.
Yeah,
so you are. Nice. So I could see how it's a little limited in gameplay.
Sin and Punishment. Anyone have any strong feelings for that one?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh man, okay. Here we go. Sin and Punishment is really good. It is another game that is also on rails like Pokemon Snap, but it's better. You're not you're saving the world. It's sort of like, I guess, Space Harrier.
Yeah, I can see that
style of game, and you're moving around the screen, and it is just so nuts. And I remember reading IGN at the time of here's the coolest Nintendo 64 game that's never coming to America, and I was like, I really want to try it. And then they put it out on the Wii Virtual Console here, and I mean, it's a really short game. You can beat it in 3 hours, but man, what a 3 hours it was.
Cool. It'll be worth checking out then.
Yeah. Star Fox 64.
Classic.
Well, yeah. I mean, I picked that one, so for sure.
Yeah. Super Mario 64. Yeah, another no-brainer there.
Yeah.
Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time are in there.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I'm surprised they picked both, but I mean, they're both great games.
Jason, something's playing Wicked.
Oh, really?
Continue if you can't hear it. Go ahead. Keep going.
I can't hear it.
I can't.
Okay, good. Keep going. Good.
All right, last 2 games, and then we should get back on with the show. Wave Race 64, which Extra Life called out.
Oh,
and
so amazing.
Yoshi's Story.
Never played it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that game was kind of a dud. I felt like it was. I think you could beat that game in less than an hour. I'm not even kidding. And I just like it. It was supposed to be the follow-up to Super Mario World 2: Yoshi's Island on the SNES, which is a great game. And then this one was just not that cool. I feel like its selling point was that it looks neat, and that was it. Hey, look at Yoshi in cute 3D, and that's it.
Hey, your 3-year-old little brother can beat it in a day. Like, it was way too easy, and there just wasn't a lot going on. Yeah.
It's sad. Yeah. And I mean, and that series has continued, and they've all been, like, mediocre at best.
Yep.
So.
Some curious things. Smash Bros. Is not on that list right now, which makes me think this list is not complete. Though I don't think you would go any farther than 20 games on a Nintendo 64 Classic. And then we're also
But that's odd that they would just leave one game out.
Yeah.
Or 2 games out.
Yeah, one big one.
And then
unless they're going to reveal it later, I don't know. Along with Super Mario RPG 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then all the rare stuff besides Donkey Kong 64 is not in there, so no GoldenEye, no Perfect Dark, no Banjo.
No Banjo. Yeah.
That's a shame.
That's gonna suck, but
yeah, big shame.
I think otherwise, if they put Smash Bros on this list, I think that's about as good as you can get for a Nintendo 64 Classic. Even with Pokemon
no Harvest
Snap.
Moon 64, so.
And I want Pokemon Puzzle League over Pokemon Snap.
I could see that too. That'd be okay.